Arsy, and you can call me Einstein. I'm a 7th grader from SMPI Nurul Fikri Boarding School, Lembang. Today, I'll present you a story of Timun Mas. I hope you enjoy. A long time ago, there was a widow named Randa. Her husband had passed away and she lived alone in her house. She was sad. She didn't have any child. She always prayed to God to get a child. One day, a giant passed by her house and heard her pray. The giant said that, "I can give you a child, but you should return the child when she is 17 years old." Randa was so happy she didn't take the risk of losing her child. She agreed the offer. Then the giant gave her cucumber seeds. The giant asked her to plant them around her house. Tomorrow, she planted them around her house just like the giant asked. Shortly, the cucumber seeds grew after a few days. There were cucumbers, but the most interesting thing is a huge golden cucumber. She plucked the golden cucumber and carried it home. With care, she sliced the golden cucumber and she was so surprised there was a cute baby little girl inside. She named the baby Timun Mas, which means golden cucumber. She loved the baby so much. A few years have passed and Timun Mas had grown to be a beautiful and yet so loving young little girl. She was really smart and yet so kind. That is why Randa kept thinking about her promise to the giant. One night, she had a dream. She must meet a holy man in a place called Mount Gundul. The next morning, she went to Mount Gundul. The holy man gave her 4 little bags. These bags are for her. Tell her to open it one by one. Randa nodded as a sign of understanding the command. She then came back to home. Each of these bags contains cucumber seeds, needles, salt, and sugarcase. The holy man said that Timun Mas could use them to protect herself. A few days later, the giant came back to Randa's house and asked for the promise. Randa told Timun Mas to run from the back door while holding the little bag that was given by the holy man. The giant was so angry and he rushed toward Timun Mas. He was getting closer and closer. Then Timun Mas opened the first bag. It was the cucumber seeds. She threw those cucumber seeds and it instantly grew into a huge cucumber field. The giant ate all the cucumbers and Timun Mas could run further. However, the giant grew stronger. He chased Timun Mas again. Then Timun Mas opened the second bag. It was the needles. She spilled the needles behind her. The needles magically turned into a lush bamboo forest. The giant body was bled and scratched. Unfortunately, the giant passed it through and kept chasing Timun Mas. Timun Mas then opened the third bag and filled the salt behind her. The soil that got touched by the salt turned into a very deep sea. The giant almost got there, but he swam across it. Then Timun Mas saw it. She opened the fourth bag. It was the shrimp paste. She spilled the shrimp paste behind her. The shrimp paste turned into a swamp with boiling mud. Finally, the giant was trapped there. He was drowned in the boiling mud. With a sigh of relief, Timun Mas came back to home and lived happily ever after with Mbok Randa. The end. The moral of the story is we need to always protect what we love, no matter what. Thank you for listening to me telling the story of Timun Mas. My name is Arsy. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.